Fam, 392 gang, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you're subscribing, not subscribing, like car content, car meets, please subscribe now. So today we're going to be going, pretty much I'm just going to be going over what I think about my Dodge Charger so far. And if you're in the market for looking to buy one, this is the video for you to watch. Alright, so before we start, I'm going to go ahead and go put some gas. Gotta get that Shell. If you watched my previous video that I uploaded last, you already know Shell gas station is where it's at. Alright guys, so the question is it worth buying a 392 Charger? My response is, hell yeah. You know, I mean, the good things that come with owning a 392 Charger is you have the luxury of having space. Like, this is a really big sedan, honestly. Like, I hate to say sedan because it's a muscle car, but it's a sedan. It's a real big sedan. It's full of room. Trunk space is huge. Plenty of trunk space. I mean, it's good if you especially got like kids and stuff, big back seat and stuff like that. You know, my girl likes it. Only thing about this car is, like, when it comes to parking and stuff, because of the hood scoop, she thinks this car is big. Like, because, you know, anybody who has a 392 Charger knows these cars are low, so it's easy to, you know, rub up against a curb or one of those little bumps and stuff that they be having whenever you go into a parking lot, you know. So one of the good things about owning this car is the big, you know, like how big it is. Now, being that it's big and heavy, it's gonna burn, you know. That's nothing. These cars are super heavy, you know. Like, I don't know what the exact weight of this car is, but I think it's somewhere pretty close to 5,000 pounds. I mean, that's pretty much heavy. I mean, honestly speaking, I don't think these cars are that heavy, like, without the engine. I think the engine itself makes the car real heavy. But I mean, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about that, I'm gonna have to do some research on that, and I might make that another video. So I'm gonna look into that and see if the actual car, how much the car weighs without the engine. So pretty much I have to find out the weight of the engine, and I guess subtract that from the gross weight of the car. I don't know, I'll see. But yeah, thing about this car is, man, everybody want to buy one, but people don't know what expenses these cars come with. So I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you, like, and I heard this from people who came from RTs. They straight up said, gas wise, now keep in mind, it's a 6.4 liter V8 Hemi. I mean, it's nowhere near a gas saver. Nah, don't get me wrong, this car does great on the highway, right? You know, we get good highway mileage. You know, you put in eco mode, you hit the highway, you get good mileage. In the city, horrible. But of course, when you buy a car like this with all this horsepower, you pretty much already know what you're getting. Like, I know what I was getting into when I brought this car. But coming from RT owners, I've heard them say that you would appreciate the gas in an RT. And you know, anybody that has an RT knows that the RT burns gas. Now, it doesn't drink like how this car drink, but I had a Ram 5.7, and shoo, man, but I ain't gonna lie though, the gas, I would only put gas probably like once or twice a week, and that's just me going to work and back when I had my 5.7. Once or twice a week. This car, I'm to the gas station damn near every day, like, cause I mean, my foot, like I said, I don't calm down, but my foot be in it. Like, I mean, you cannot buy a car like this. It's really hard just to drive it like a regular car. Like, honestly, like, you sit behind 500 horsepower, it's hard just to drive it like a normal car. You're gonna, at some point of you going to the gas station, the store, or anywhere, at some point you're gonna want to put your foot in it, because you're gonna want to hear the engine roar, you want to hear the exhaust note and stuff like that. You're gonna want to feel that power pull you back whenever you hit the gas. I mean, that's just what it is, honestly. I mean, it's hard to just sit there and say, okay, I'm gonna drive it like a normal car today. Like, even on the highway, when I'm traveling, I'm going somewhere, I'll be driving this car like, I just be rolling, bro. But, you know, I'm not like I'm not like some people. Some people be all into it, dipping out of traffic and just doing stupid stuff. You know, I'm actually very aware of my surroundings. You know, that's one thing about this. You have to know when to play and when not to play. You know, it's a time and a place for everything. So this car will get you in trouble. This car will get you in trouble. I'm gonna say it one more time. This car will get you in trouble. This car is not for, like, you know, a teenager straight out of high school. This is for somebody that's mature and, you know, can handle the car and stuff like that. Like, honestly, I think that's why a lot of people are wrecking RTs and Scatpacks right now. Because a lot of young people, when I say young people, I'm talking like out of high school young, you know, because where else you can find 500 something horsepower for 40 grand? When you get a car with 500 horsepower, I'm talking like, I don't know, Camaros, you know, ZL1s, Mercedes, BMWs. You pay 500 horsepower, you know you finna pay at least I'm not even gonna say 60, I'm gonna say 70 grand. You know you're gonna pay at least 70 grand just to get the car of the lot. Easy 70 grand, easy. Now here it is, you're in a Dodge Charger with 500 horsepower. 500 horsepower. That's a lot of goddamn power for somebody to have that don't know what they're doing. You know, they get that car and, oh yeah, man, I got a Scatpack, man. I'm on now. I'm the stuff. I'm the big deal. But you can't control it. You know, you start showing off in front of your friends and this and that. And I mean, these cars are very, very easy to lose control of. You know, it's not a car that. I'm trying to find the words to even say what I want to say. This is not a car to just be playing around with, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't look at it as a toy. I mean, it's my toy. I think of this car as my toy, but it's also my daily driver. And I call it my toy only because it's a fun car, you know, like the power and everything, just everything about this car. And it's pretty much a whole race car, like the U-Connect dash and everything, got all the timings and stuff. Like, it's a lot of stuff on this car that I haven't even used yet, because I baby this car. So like I'm gonna go ahead and say it, like I've used like I use line lock, I use launch control, and I can count the times on my hand that I use that, you know, because I honestly, I don't really be fooling with all that stuff like that. I just like to ride and enjoy my car. And I did a donut in my car one time. That's about it, man. I really don't be like dogging my cars out. Like, I know some people who's literally, like, I'm not over to exaggerate, I'm talking about literally, like, on Snapchat, every weekend they buying tires. Every weekend, because, you know, they like to slide and burn rubber and cut up, and I'm talking about, you know, in this Scatpack, they just be dogging their car out, like, and they, you know, they're not buying no Pirellis or no good, you know, they buying some used tires with still some good tread and stuff like, cause they know by the weekend or maybe the next weekend they'll be back again. But I say all that to say this, you know, I don't dog my car out. You know, I want my car to last me pretty, you know, as long as it can, you know, when I give me no problems. And I know eventually I'm gonna have problems, but I ain't trying to dog my car out to the point to where I'm gonna have more problems than what I'm gonna need early, you know what I'm saying? So I try to keep up my car and keep it up. Let me know about the ceramic coat, guys, because I'm thinking about ceramic coat my car, but I haven't really gotten to all the like the nitty-gritty details of the pros and cons of it. Like, I know it protects your paint and all that other stuff and yada yada yada, but you know, everything that's good always have a bad side to it. So I want to see if the pros outweigh the cons, or if I think it's worth it for the long run. That's really what I'm looking at. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna work when I first put it on, but what are the long-term effects and maintenance on it? Because I heard people say and you get ceramic coating and stuff like that, you gotta keep it up, you know, like you can't just put ceramic coating and be like, oh yeah, my car is protected and yada yada yada. Like you actually have to keep up and really like take care of your car, like get it washed, you know. Like I've been slipping lately. I don't ever keep my car this dirty. Like y'all can't see, but my car dirty on the outside, you know. I've been slipping bad, but I've been busy and stuff like that too. But that's another topic for another day.